Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. All right, it is Tuesday, so it's my little song ditty day. The Moody Blues, one of my favorite groups from England during the British invasion in the late 60s. Love them, was fortunate enough to actually see them in person, and even though they're in their 70s, their voices still sound like they're in their 20s. Fantastic. Anyway, remember this song? Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, but I love you. Yes, I love you. Whoa, I love you. Love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can't understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you'll be in the end. And I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. All right, that's my little ditty for the morning. Hard to hit that high note early in the day, but whatever. Anyway, for my journal writing friends, fusion. They say yoga is all about balance. In other words, fusion. How do you combine the male and female? How do you become the sacred hermaphrodite, the sacred androgyny? In yoga, it's called Shiva Shakti. So you let me know, how do you balance what you think are your opposite polarities? If you want to use male and female as an indication of pairs of opposites, it could be yin-yang. It doesn't matter what word you use, but you get the idea. How do you shift valences and the different polarities that we can express? You let me know how you see it in your life. Elevate the conversation with other people. And if you let me know, I'll tell you what goes on in my life. Great. Have a great day about that. Now, my teachers always say, to live in this world with all its cunning and its distractions, without attachment, dispassionately, in order to uplift one's fellow human beings. And this is not an easy task, especially as we see in the world that avarice that greed is like the quest for the infinite. It knows no limit, except it seeks for its fulfillment in the wrong places, in the places that will never fill the heart. And so it's horrible when you look at the fundamentalist orthodoxy that doesn't seem to notice the suffering of other people. But just as you repeat the actions in the yoga poses in order to refine your understanding, so in the same way you perform virtuous actions again and again, and that's the way to live in the world without it crippling you and maybe even improving your square-inch field wherever you are. Now, every child grows up wanting to have somebody who they matter to. Otherwise, you don't believe that the universe is friendly. And maybe we have an unconscious need for control from our early days when the fear of abandonment was a biological imperative. But be the person to show other people that they are someone who matters to you. Now, I said all this week, I'm going to be throwing out those hints to remind you everybody's suffering in a certain way. We're here to empathize, to be compassionate. This is not just something I garnered from listening to men in facilitated workshops. This is the pain of all humanity. So, do these things resonate with you? not getting approval, hurting others unintentionally out of ignorance, the pain of poor health, heart attack, life out of control, dependency, not having a mate, not having kids, not having family, loneliness, not wanting to honor marriage vows, self-sabotage by procrastination, fear of taking risks, not being comfortable with your own skin, fear of dying, a parent dying at an early age, emotionally unavailable to your spouse or your kids, fear of one's creativity, fear of trusting oneself, not embracing the world, and not having fire in your belly. Everyone's struggling with some aspect of this. Be compassionate as you meet people. You never know what they're going through. So my Native American shamans always remind us how to honor the different things in life. Well, honor your practice. And one of the things you learn to practice is allowing what comes into your life to teach you. Everything's a teacher. And what you perceive inside yourself, especially what prevents your own flow, that's what's going to help you grow stronger and more resilient. What blocks you, not just what helps you. And so adjust your thoughts. As the affirmation masters remind us, there's always relief when you let go. Release the resistance to whatever it is that's happening. Less resistance, more allowance, always brings a sense of peace. And I hope that you learn your own momentum of positive change. So as you continue to grow, you're going to choose those situations and people that align you with your deeper spiritual intentions. And always let go. That's the Buddha family, ultimately. They say it's like trying to hold on to anything in a constantly changing world. It's like holding on to a rope that you're sliding down. But if you hold on, all you do is get burned. So the more you hold on, the more you suffer. The more you let go, the more freedom you feel. Have a great day.